Bro, I need to talk about One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 6 because what I watched today wasn't an anime episode, it was a straight up disaster. Easily one of the worst episodes I have ever seen in my entire anime watching life, and trust me, I have seen some trash, but this was different. Like, this episode personally attacked me. Let's start with the obvious demon of this season, the disco lights. JC Staff has officially turned every serious high detail Murata panel into a nightclub slideshow. I think when they looked at God tier artwork, they said, let's just draw the characters normally and then blast with screen with sparkles. Bro, why does every important panel look like Garou is performing at Tomorrowland? Garou's Hunt-On panel went from intimidating menace to EDM music festival poster. And they don't even use these lights sparingly. No, these guys spam it like a gacha player hitting the summon button at 2 AM. Every moment, every angle, every expression, flash. My eyes were begging for mercy, man. And speaking of things begging for mercy, the editing of this episode was absolute diabolical. Like around the 10th minute mark, King says he's been fighting monsters non-stop. That was a cool moment, and it should have been very simple to animate. Like show multiple characters reacting, add expression variety, and add a transition cleanly. But JC Staff, they just slapped PNGs on top of each other. Bro, it literally looked like someone made a PowerPoint at 3 AM with 1% battery left. Like, what was that? Faces sliding in, overlapping, clipping like some cursed collage. This was the same show that once had studio Madhouse level quality. Now it looks like Class 7 completed prayer assignment. And don't get me started on that girl around the 12-minute mark. She's supposed to be excited to fight monsters, like yelling, hypered, full energy. But her face, her eyes aren't moving, her eyebrows aren't moving, like her soul isn't moving. I've seen more emotion from Pokemon background NPCs who just walk in a loop. Like, who approved that shot, man? I think Blink Animation DLC coming next season, I guess. But then we get to the scene that actually broke me. Conversation between Fubuki and Genos. This scene in the manga was supposed to show the upgrades that Genos made on his body, but JC Staff said, let's remove everything fans care about and instead show a random building. Like a random building. They replaced dialogue panels with a building shot, man. I paused the episode to process my grief. Even the building looked ashamed to be in the frame. How many things can go wrong in one episode? Animation problem, editing problem, dubbing problem, skipping panels, and replacing panels with architecture? Bro, come on. At this point, Blue Lock Season 2 and Tibet looks like peak fiction, and I will call them masterpieces also. That alone tells you how bad this episode was. Ban and Namco, JC Staff, please, for all OPM fans worldwide, stop animating this series. Just hand it over to literally anybody else. Mappa, Wit, A1, or your neighbor's cousin who learned animation on YouTube. Anyone. Because if this is the direction we are going in, Season 3 might actually become the funniest unintentional comedy anime of the decade. Oh my god, I'm done with this series, man.